The mashed potatoes were still steaming when my sister Jenna leaped from her chair, nearly knocking over Grandma's antique gravy boat. "We Delon, we bon," she screamed, waving a lottery ticket above her head like a battle flag. The entire table froze, forks suspended midway to mouths. Dad's beer paused at his lips. Even my nephew stopped flinging peas long enough to stare. "Won what?" Mom gasped, her hand flying to her chest. "The lottery, the big one. $58 million. Jenna was bouncing now, tears streaming down her face. I checked the numbers 5 times. "We're rich? We're all rich." The explosion of sound that followed probably registered on the Richter scale. Chairs scraped back, voices rose to deafening levels, and suddenly everyone was hugging, crying, and shouting over each other. "Let me see." Dad snatched the ticket, comparing it to the numbers on his phone. His face went from skeptical to stunned. "Holy shit. Pardon my French, but holy shit." "How?" Mom was sobbing now. "When? Where did you buy it?" "That's the best part," Jenna beamed, her arm suddenly around my shoulders. "It's the family ticket, the one we all chip in for every week, from our regular store on Maple Street. Can you believe it? All those years of everyone putting in $5 finally paid off." My blood went cold. The family ticket. The one I'd been buying faithfully every Friday for 3 years with everyone's contributions. The one I purchased just yesterday at Chen's corner store, same as always. The one currently sitting in my wallet, in my purse, under this very table. But I hadn't checked the numbers yet. I'd been planning to do it after dinner, same as always. "This calls for champagne." Uncle Pete boomed. "Break out the good stuff." "Screw champagne, this calls for documentation." My brother Mark, ever the practical lawyer, was already recording on his phone. "Say it again, Jenna. Tell the camera about our winning ticket." As my family erupted into celebration around me, I quietly reached for my purse. My fingers found my wallet, felt for the familiar slip of paper. Still there. I pulled out my phone and quickly checked the winning numbers. My heart stopped. The numbers on my ticket, the real family ticket, matched perfectly. All 6 numbers plus the Powerball. But how did Jenna have? "I'm calling the lottery office," Dad announced. "They'll want to verify this immediately. We need to get this ball rolling." "Already ahead of you," Jenna chirped. "I called them an hour ago. They're sending someone over for an initial verification and to take photos for the press release. Should be here any minute." An hour ago. But the drawing was only 2 hours ago, which meant she checked the numbers, called the lottery office, and somehow created a fake ticket, all before our weekly family dinner. "Jenna," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "Can I see the ticket?" She clutched it to her chest. "Are you crazy? This is worth $58 million. I'm not letting it out of my sight until the lottery official gets here. I just want to look." "Oh, Emma, don't be such a downer," my mother scolded. "Your sister just made us all millionaires. The least you can do is be happy for her, for all of us." "Yeah, Em," my brother sneered. "Not everything's about you. Let Jenna have her moment." Her moment? With my ticket. Or rather, a fake version of it. The doorbell rang and the room erupted again. "They're here. The lottery people are here." Dad practically ran to the door, returning with a man in a crisp suit carrying an official lottery briefcase. "Folks, I'm Timothy Walton from the State Lottery Commission. I understand we have a big winner here. Right here." Jenna thrust the ticket at him. $58 million. Mr. Walton smiled professionally, pulling out a tablet and a scanning device. "Excellent. Let's verify this happy news, shall we? This will just take a moment." He scanned the barcode. The device beeped. His smile faltered. "I'm sorry, could you hold the ticket steady? Let me scan it again." Another beep. This time, his frown was unmistakable. "Is there a problem?" Dad asked, the celebration draining from his voice. Mr. Walton examined the ticket closely, then pulled out a jeweler's loupe. After a long moment, he looked up, his expression grave. "I'm afraid this ticket is counterfeit." The silence was deafening. "That's impossible," Jenna stammered. "I bought it myself. From Chen's on Maple Street. Check your records." "Ma'am, this is a very sophisticated fake, but it's definitely not authentic. The barcode doesn't match any in our system. The serial numbers are wrong, and the paper itself isn't from our approved printer." He pulled out his tablet, typing quickly. However, you mentioned Chen's corner store on Maple Street? Yes, multiple family members tourist. Interesting. His fingers flew over the screen. Our records do show a winning ticket was purchased at that location yesterday at 4:47 p.m. The purchaser used a credit card. He looked up, scanning the room. Is there an Emma Morrison here? Every head turned to me. That's me, I said quietly. According to our records, you purchased the winning ticket. Ticket number 47,839,205. Would you happen to have it? With shaking hands, I pulled the real ticket from my wallet. The room was so quiet I could hear the paper rustling as I handed it over. Mr. Walton scanned it. The device gave a melodious chime, completely different from the error beep of Jenna's fake. His tablet lit up green. Congratulations, Ms. Morrison. You are indeed the winner of last night's $58 million jackpot. But that's the family ticket, Jenna shrieked. We all pay for it. She buys it for all of us. Is that true? Mr. Walton asked me. I looked around the room at my family, the same family that had forgotten to contribute their $5 for the past 6 months, always promising to pay me back later. The same family that mocked my obsession with playing the same numbers every week. The same family that called me stupid for wasting money on mathematical impossibilities. No, I said clearly. I've been buying this ticket myself, with my own money, every week for 3 years. You lying bitch. Jenna lunged for the ticket, but Mr. Walton stepped smoothly between us. Ma'am, I need to warn you that attempting to steal a winning lottery ticket is a felony, as is creating counterfeit lottery tickets, which carries a sentence of up to 10 years in prison. She's lying. Mom cried. That's our family ticket. We've been buying it together for years. Tell him, everyone. But when Mr. Walton pulled up the purchase history, the evidence was damning. Every single ticket, purchased with my credit card. My name on every transaction. 3 years of receipts, all tied to my personal account. Furthermore, Mr. Walton continued, now looking directly at Jenna. I'll need to know where you obtained this counterfeit ticket. This is one of the most sophisticated fakes I've seen. This wasn't made on a home printer. Jenna's face had gone from red to white to green. I had thought it was real. Someone must have switched it. Who? I asked, finding my voice. Who switched it, Jenna? Because you just told everyone you bought it yourself. You called the lottery office an hour ago. You knew exactly which numbers won. So either you stole my ticket and replaced it with a fake, or you knew the winning numbers and had a fake made. Which is it? Don't you dare accuse your sister. Dad started, but Mark the lawyer held up his hand. Actually, Dad, Emma's right. Jenna's story doesn't add up. And if she did have a counterfeit ticket made, he turned to Mr. Walton. That's federal fraud, isn't it? Indeed it is, Mr. Walton confirmed. In fact, I'm required to report this to law enforcement. This level of sophistication suggests professional involvement. I know a guy, Jenna whispered, tears streaming down her face. From work. He makes novelty items. I thought if I could just pretend for the photo, then Emma would share anyway because we're family. You thought you'd steal my $58 million with a fake ticket? I asked, incredulous. It's not your money, Dad roared. It's the having in my LA ticket. Then where's your contributions, Dad? I shot back. Where's the $5 a week you promised? Where's anyone's money except mine? Mr. Walton pulled out his phone. I'm calling this in. Ma'am, he looked at Jenna. I suggest you contact a lawyer. Creating counterfeit lottery tickets with intent to defraud is a serious federal crime. As he stepped aside to make his call, my family turned on me like a pack of wolves. You can't do this to us. We're your family. We raised you. You owe us. After everything we've done for you. The accusations flew fast and thick, but one comment from Uncle Pete stopped me cold. We should have known you'd pull something like this. Just like when you hid your college scholarship from everyone. I didn't hide it, I said slowly. You all told me not to take it. Said college was a waste for a girl. That I should stay home and help with the family business. And you should have. Mom cried. But no, you had to be selfish. Just like now. Keeping all that money for yourself when your family needs it. Needs it? I laughed, but it was bitter. Pete, you make 6 figures. Mark, you're a partner at your firm. Jenna, you just bought a new Mercedes. What exactly do you need my lottery winnings for? That's not the point, Jenna sniffled. Family shares. Family takes care of each other. Like you took care of me when I was working 3 jobs to pay for college? Like you shared when I needed help with my student loans? Like you took care of me when I was sleeping in my car because I couldn't afford rent and you wouldn't let me stay here? Silence. Mr. Walton returned, 2 police officers behind him. Ms. Morrison, we'll need you to come to the lottery office tomorrow to complete the claim process. Bring identification and the ticket. We'll arrange for security. He handed me his card. Congratulations again on your win. Then he turned to Jenna. Officers, this is the person who presented the counterfeit ticket. As the police began questioning Jenna, as my family realized their golden goose was flying away, my phone buzzed. A text from my best friend. Did you check your lottery numbers yet? The jackpot is huge. I typed back, yes, I won. Gee, drinks to celebrate. I looked around at my family one more time. At their angry, entitled faces. At Jenna being read her rights. At the death of any relationship we might have salvaged. Absolutely, I'm buying. For the rest of our lives. I walked out of my childhood home, leaving behind the shouting, the accusations, the police questioning. $58 million in my pocket and not a single regret in my heart. They say money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy freedom. Freedom from toxic people who only see your value in what you can give them. Freedom from family members who would literally commit federal crimes to steal from you. As I sat in my car, I pulled up my banking app. 3 years of $5 tickets, $780 of my own money. The family had contributed maybe $50 total in 3 years, always with excuses, always with promises to pay later. I did some quick math. If I'd shared the winnings equally with the 12 family members at dinner, they each would have gotten over $4 million. For a $50 investment, or in most cases, no investment at all. Instead, they'd get nothing. Well, Jen would get something. 3 to 5 years in federal prison, according to Mark's panicked texts now flooding my phone. I blocked every single number and drove away. $58 million can buy a lot of things, but it can't buy a loving family. Fortunately, I'd already learned to live without one. The lottery office called the next morning. After taxes, I'd take home about $30 million. More than enough to disappear, start over, and build a life surrounded by people who loved me for more than my bank account. But first, I had one stop to make. Chen's Corner Store, where Mr. Chen had sold me hundreds of lottery tickets over the years, always with a smile and a good luck, Emma. Mr. Chen, I said, walking in with the biggest smile of my life. Remember how you always said one day I'd win big? He laughed. Every week, same numbers. I told my wife, that Emma, she's persistent. Well, persistence paid off. $58 million. His jaw dropped. You're joking. Nope. And I wanted to thank you. You've always been kind to me, so I'm giving you $1 million. He stared at me, then burst into tears. Real tears, not the crocodile tears my family had cried. Tears of genuine gratitude from someone who'd shown me more kindness than my blood relatives ever had. That's what money should do, reward kindness, appreciate loyalty, recognize genuine human connection. My family had done none of those things. They'd shown me exactly who they were, people willing to lie, steal, and commit fraud for money they hadn't earned. The news broke the next day. Local woman wins $58 million lottery, sister arrested for fraud. The media had a field day. My family tried to spin it, claim I'd stolen their communal ticket, but the evidence was overwhelming. Every purchase in my name. Every dollar from my account. The best part? Jenna's guy from work turned out to be part of a larger counterfeiting ring. Her attempt to steal from me had exposed an entire criminal operation. She didn't just get 3 years. She got 7. I changed my name. Moved across the country. Started a foundation for young women escaping toxic families. Turns out, there were a lot of us. People whose blood relatives saw them as ATMs rather than human beings. The lottery ticket sits framed in my new office, right next to a photo Mr. Chen's wife took of us the day I gave him the check. 2 people who understood that family isn't about blood or manipulation or fake tickets. It's about choosing to be kind, choosing to be honest, choosing to celebrate each other's success instead of trying to steal it. $58 million taught me that. But really, I should have learned it earlier. Maybe when they forgot my birthday but remembered to ask for loans. Maybe when they laughed at my dreams but lined up for the rewards. Maybe when they bought a fake lottery ticket to steal my real one. Or maybe this was exactly when I needed to learn it, when the stakes were high enough that their true colors couldn't hide behind family obligation. Either way, I'm grateful. Grateful for Mr. Walton's scanner that exposed the fraud. Grateful for Mr. Chen's genuine friendship. Grateful for the 58 million reasons I never have to sit at that dinner table again. They say you can't win if you don't play. Turns out, you also can't win if your family tries to steal your ticket. But I won anyway. And that's the only number that matters.